What is up and welcome to a new video. We are back in America. We are in Orlando for round 3 of Formula Drift. Obviously Atlanta did not go to plan, but the car is back together more or less. We have straight chassis legs, intercoolers all back on, all the stuff is all done. As far as I'm sure, this is a new turbo also. So along with getting the chassis legs done, panels, headlights, bumpers, all that kind of stuff, we had to get a field suspension fixed, and thank you to OD for sorting that. Put some new wise fab on there and now we're good to go basically. But along with that, we did go to a smaller precision turbo because I was still complaining about the lag of the car. So I really hope that this helps. We were at like a 68, 70 or something, and I wanted to go to 64, 66, but we're gone to like a 66, 68 or something. The numbers may be very wrong because I don't really understand the numbers of that brand of turbo, but that's what they want to use here. So hopefully, as far as I'm sure, it's just a smaller compressor wheel with a similar size turbine wheel. So basically it should spool faster and still be able to exit the gas as fast as we need it to make power. So that's the plan. We are, last night the lads were here, I brought some headlights and taillights from home. The guys were here adjusting the caster, so they had it on turntables and sorting that. So I'm not too sure if the caster is done now or not, but we need to do the caster. I'm going to try a new setup on the front when it comes to like Ackerman and tow and all that kind of stuff, because I'm kind of pissed off with how the car feels so nervous. So I'm going to try go to so usually we run positive Ackerman, and I'm going to try go to like a negative Ackerman and have more tow out at stationary, and then that might allow the trail to counteract as it's coming back through the lock. So hopefully like trail at full lock will be similar to what we have, and then our like trail at stationary will be a lot more because I'm gonna have a lot more tow out. So not the fastest setup when it comes to like straight line speed and all that kind of stuff, but to be honest, I don't think it really matters in drifting having that much tow out. It's a setup that I ran before and actually won a championship in, so I know it works, but it was on a different chassis, so that's going to do anything. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, like obviously I've been fighting with this car a little bit, and it is pissing me off a small bit that like we're not after making friends.
Oh, friend!
But like we got the back fixed, feel adjusted our coilovers, re-dampened them, gave us new springs, all that kind of stuff. And now I have the back of the car feeling how I want it to feel. So I just need to try focus on the front now. One other thing with the back of the car is that, as far as I'm sure, we need to raise it more than what it is right now. For the bank track, obviously coming off the bank on this side, there's going to be a lot of squat because we done a bit of a track walk yesterday and the track is not as smooth as you would think. It's quite rough, very abrasive, so I can understand now why a tyre wear is an issue here. Yeah, we need to try raise the car, make sure that we're not going to like hit the diff off the ground, and also try keep our alignment some way in check before the transition, because I think it's going to be quite difficult to do the transition anyway. So now trying to do it coming off the bank is going to be quite hard. I really hope that we can control the like movement of the car through the transition, because if not, it'll be a little bit stressful because there's only one transition. So that basically means that that's the only point of the track where you can do it better than the other person. You know, like all of us can run the wall, all of us can run the last corner, but when it comes to, you know, getting that perfect transition, having it nice and snappy, making sure that we're on the correct line, that's, I think, is going to be a make or break of a chase run especially. So yeah, hopefully we can make better friends this time and stay out of the wall, because that's not what I want to do. That's enough rambling. But yeah, FD Orlando, we're here, looking forward to driving. Actually, one more little thing that I'm going to show you is on the steering wheel. You can now see we have an NRG spacer, because the steering wheel was like 2 inches further away from me, and also the shifter now, that's actually neutral, so the shifter is now in line with the steering wheel. And we also brought the handbrake back a little bit closer as well. Rome actually said it to me when we built the car. He was like, your hands are very straight, and I actually had forgot how I like my driving style, because obviously it was a long winter, and then when we went to Spain, jumped into my GT86 and the steering wheel is way closer, and I was like, okay, let's try get some NRG spacers and get them on the car and see how it feels. So hopefully now that we've got the seat back to where it's right for the pedals and the steering wheel and the shifter and everything's a bit closer, it'll also make it better. So that's kind of all for now for an update. We have practice after lunch, so we'll see how it goes. We did get a mount for onboard, so hopefully we've onboard this time. We'll see you on track and hopefully not in the wall.
Emphasis on trying.
So our first practice is done. We're actually now heading for our second practice, but I only got 2 laps. We missed the first session because there was oil spill on track. Then we only got 2 laps because there was a really bad downpour of rain. When there's lightning near the track has to stop for 15 minutes. So basically we ran out of time. The boys have the car back all in one shape, looks great. We changed the setup like I said, and I must say it drives a good bit nicer now, so hopefully we can really send it on for our warm-up and for seating bracket. But small turbo also helps, which is great. So yeah, we're just leaving it sit here now a minute. We don't know whether it's going to be wet or dry for practice or wet or dry for seating, which is not ideal, but we got some onboards, which is good. Hopefully you enjoy them. Warm up now and then straight into seating. We do have a top 16 boy run, so we will be straight into the main event tomorrow, but we do have top 8 again. Not sure who we'd have, to be honest. I don't know who the 2 drivers are, but yeah, we'll see how far we can take it in seating. It'll be nice to use that as practice basically. It'll be like a little bit of a cheat code and of an advantage compared to other people, but we'll send it and see what happens, see how it goes. So we are back in the car. We were back in the car, now we're back in the paddock. The humidity has been absolutely crazy, but we had a fairly sick last lead run, and then we went to go do one more lead run before we were going to jump in the chase lane before seeding. And off the bank, we actually were after busting a clutch line when I was on the downshift. So not ideal. The guys are on it. Hopefully we have everything that we need basically to fix it. They looked underneath, and I'm not too sure if it's the quick release for the clutch is after braking or if it's like the line to it. But all in all, not a big job to fix. So we should be back on track fairly soon. Connor came over to me and unfortunately informed me that he had a dry sump belt cup fall off. So they're now dropping the sump out of his car to see if there's any issues with the bearing, because obviously he doesn't have to run for sealing tonight, so they have all night to fix. But yeah, that is an update as of right now. Jake, Bryant and the new guy, I'm not sure who the new guy is, but they're on it, and hopefully it's not a big job and can be redeemed in time for seating. I'm pretty bummed because that last lead run where the clutch failed, my wall run was absolutely like sick. Full clutch kick, no handbrake on initiation, straight up onto the wall and like just full tilt the whole way around. This thing sounds sick on the bank, I must say. So liking how the steering is feeling, it's really nice. It's fairly predictable, which is nice. It's actually almost too predictable in a way. I'd like to try to get some snap back into it, but again, I think that's a job for the next event, not today or tomorrow.
Remote leader.
What?
The nipple and the remote leader pull out.
Oh, so Brian, Brian just informed me that it actually wasn't even a brake line or a clutch line that failed. It was the bleeder at the end of the line after pushing out. So too heavy on the left foot, that caused that. But we won't make practice now, so I was going to get the boys to check over everything, make sure it's all good, and then head for seeding and straight into top 8. So yeah, that's an update.
Sounds fucking sweet out there.
The boiler was fucking I was like, okay. I should have left it in fourth.
I can see her toe out going up.
Oh, I know, yeah. It's right, it's mad. Like,
It feel nice?
The difference is night and day.
Yeah.
What is up? So, last night we got P1 in seeding. Very, very happy with that. It wasn't the toughest of nights for sure. We had only one full battle basically, so it's not like we put in lots of hard work, but we still laid down some solid leads. We had a bit of a run in with Red Dan. I'm not too sure what happened. He checked up a lot. I just went into the bank and basically I just like smacked into him a small bit, but then when we continued drifting, he ended up in the wall. So it's not really the game I'm trying to play. I wasn't trying to put him in the wall or anything. I didn't actually hit him that hard. I think it just kind of changed his line and then he ended up in the wall, which is unfortunate, but I was looking forward to a cleaner battle. But just the joys of the game. Top 4 against Tommy Lemaire. He pulled out a competition with power steering, so we had a boy run and that was good fun. And then for the final was against Federico, and I must say he put in a killer of a battle and we got the win. But we had one or two little car issues. We had like weird brake issues, so basically no brakes, which is like not good. So we had to do our chase run with the handbrake for the whole run. So not very smooth, a little bit inconsistent, but other than that, the boys are back in the car right now. It still has all the panels on, which is great. Jake is flat out. You alright, buddy?
What's happening, buddy? Making sure we can get on the podium again.
Yeah, so Jake and Brian are flat out. I think we're changing master cylinders in the pedal box for the brakes. Try sort that. We do have a bit of a grind going into third gear, but I'm not too sure if it's just that I'm listening to the gearbox more or if it is louder. So hopefully that holds up, because it's fine on the downshift, it doesn't grind at all, but on the upshift it's grinding. Hopefully that holds and it'll be fine for the day. Yeah, other than that, we have practice soon, and then we have Dylan Hughes' first battle, who is going pretty well. He's very, very good in this track, so not an easy battle by no means. So we're gonna have to try focus on our chase, try get some more chase driving today in practice and see how it goes. But yeah, very happy with last night. At least that's like one thing checked off the list. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Brian is so busy, he's not even saying good morning. So yeah, we'll see you soon in practice. Hopefully today goes very good. So, car is good to go. We are ready to head for a top 32 against Dylan Hughes. I'm so nervous. It's not great, but we're good to go. We'll go out soon to see what happens. I really, really want to make the top 16, so we're going to give it everything, see what happens. But Dylan is on fire, so not too sure how it's going to go, but we'll chat to you after the battle. Happy? Yeah. Very good. Very good. No, you drove amazing. Really, really good. I love the confidence also. It's good. Love the views. It's great. It's good that you know you're going to win. Yeah. It's great. It's very
so much.
You should be very happy.
Yeah.
Good man.
It's
very hot.
Yeah, it's so hot.
All right, I'm seeing him over here, and this gentleman, such a good addition to the Formula Drift Pro Paddock. He is no newcomer to drifting at all. From Ireland, got to spend some time with him earlier this year in Australia. Love him and his lady, love his energy, excited to see what he can do once he gets that car dialed, the formula XP, coming together. Very honest, very passionate, and don't cross him, because I feel like he'll take you out. Love this guy. He is our seating bracket winner. Make some noise, Mr. Jack Shanahan. Jack, this is for you. We got a check here. Hold that thing up real quick, and if we can, look at Lewis. Come over here. Come centered over here. I want to have some words with you. Jack, a great addition here. What did you think of Orlando just coming in here? Again, you had a crazy Atlanta, but watching this track, pretty straightforward. You don't have a lot of banks in Ireland, but what a unique track, and you drove the pants off that thing last night and then coming up here today. But overall, Orlando, what a vibe.
Yeah, no, to be fair, like, very happy with like my performance this weekend. I did feel I put on a bit of a show, especially my boy run last night, and seating was fairly full tilt and just, you know, limber bashing, you know, 360s, all that kind of stuff. But it kind of gave me false hope for today where, you know, I got the win and felt like I was doing enough, and then obviously today came across an on-form Dylan Hughes, and yeah, he just like put me down nice and easy, and I was like, oh no. But no, like obviously coming from, you know, down the jumps from Atlanta, it's a good boost, and my first ever bang track also, so it was, you know, a bit of a challenge trying to work out setups and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like we kind of half got there, but looking forward to New Jersey and, you know, putting on a show again and hopefully come out some bit better again and keep progressing. That's the main thing for the season.
Great attitude. Make some noise for Jack Shanahan. We'll see you in A-Town. No banks. There's no banks. Maybe to cash checks, but no banks on the track.
So FD Orlando is over. We got knocked out, top 32 against Dylan Hughes. Just kind of unlucky again, like just made an on-form Dylan, and he was just super hooked up, and to be honest, I knew from my very first lap that we weren't going to have the pace to like ever get to like win this event or anything. It's obviously a bummer. It's quite annoying just coming here to go top 32 each time. It's quite frustrating doing seeding because you can't qualify any higher than 21st position, which in my opinion is a lot of shit, because I reckon if we were to do qualifying sessions, I could probably qualify in the top 5, no problem. That's how I feel about it. It's just a little bit annoying. I feel like that I'm getting turned into like a top 8 battle straight away, and like a top 32 is always like your more stressful, like nervous wise, so having that on top of not feeling 100% confident in the car is super hard. But just gonna take it on the chin, come back again for New Jersey, back into the seeding bracket, which is fucking fantastic. But yeah, hopefully we can try to get some more points in the seeding, which is kind of like my only hope. I'm getting 3 points per win of the seeding, so I think we're still in the top 20, which is a bit mad, because like to me I feel like I'm dead last, because I may as well be whipping a dead horse this year over here, to be honest. Yeah, look, it is what it is. Top 32 again, so yeah, hopefully New Jersey goes a bit more to plan. I feel like that track's going to be a bit more suited to what I'm used to, because more transitions and stuff, which is sweet. From here, we head straight from here to home, and then we head to Finland for round 3 of Drift Masters. So we're sitting 4th in championship there, obviously much better. So hopefully we can carry that momentum with the GT86 and really push on in Finland. Obviously be more comfortable in that car, and we can really put the grip down in Finland and use all of the power we have rather than being out of power. So looking forward to that, getting back into it. We'll see you in Finland, I guess. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. I really hope sometime we can give you a long FD video where I actually do quite well, but in the meantime we're doing very terrible. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one next week in Finland.